Now, would you believe me if I was to tell you that the vulnerability I'm about to show is not XSS, not CSRF, nothing too crazy, but a simple HTML injection? How crazy would that be? Well, let me show you. See this button right here? It says click me. This is a note, and I've created that note over here from the attacker side. This right here is the victim side. And if the victim clicks this click me button, what happens is we get their username as well as their password. Now today I'm going to show you how you can exploit HTML injection and earn a lot of money on bug bounties, and always remember guys to be responsible. Now without further ado, let's go straight into this video. But before we dive into today's content, I wanted to share something exciting. I've just launched my brand new hacking course, Mastering Cybersecurity, which is the ultimate guide to bug bounty hunting. Whether you're just starting out or looking forward to level up your skills, this course gives you hands-on experience with real-world strategies that will help you find vulnerabilities and start earning through bug bounties. But only 1,000 of you will be able to get this course because I still want to keep my skills and techniques a secret, so make sure to be quick before this sells out, because it will be. Check out the link in the description to get this one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Right now in front of me, we have a victim side, which is this window right here in the Chrome, and we have the Brave browser, which is this purple here, and this is the attacker side. Now, let me show you how this website even works before we jump into hacking and exploiting of the HTML injection. First things first, we have to register an account. So let's just do that. Let's go with attacker, and let's just go 1234 as the password. Let's click this, and let me just save this up so I don't actually have to enter this. And let's click on log in. And as you can see, we have the note-taking app. And let's also log in here on the victim side. Perfect. So let me show you what this app actually can do. You can store notes. For example, you are in the same organization as the victim, so the victim can also see the notes, but the victim cannot delete the notes, nor you can delete the victim notes, because as you can see, if we just refresh the page and try to delete it, it won't work. Here we have the request bin, which will be listening for events, and we will be using this request bin to actually craft an exploit, which will exploit this HTML injection on this fake website. So let me show you what this note app can actually do. Let me delete the note here, and let me delete the note here. Perfect. So what this app can do is, for instance, you don't actually have to write just text. You can, for example, write here H1 test. You can even create input fields. So we have actual HTML injection. So let me just show you, add note, but this is the deliberate HTML injection. As you can see, we have H1 and all of this stuff. As you can see, the H1 actually tag does not work. See, not all tags are supported because this website has done this appropriately. Let's hope that it's done it appropriately. And as you can see, we now have HTML injection. But let me show you right now. I don't think images are actually allowed. So let me just try to add an image, and images are not allowed. So let me create now a button. I think buttons are allowed. So let's create a button which says on click alert 1 once you click this button. And as you can see, if I click it, nothing will happen, because right now, let me just inspect element this. If I select this test, you can see that it's a button with no on click element attribute. So this website works flawlessly. Apparently it is flawless. But let me show you a neat trick which you can use if you find HTML injection, which will get you 100% bounty if it is exploitable. And in this case, it is, because most victims save their password in the browser. See, for this all to work, let me just go ahead and quickly log out of this account. So let me log out. For this to work, our victim needs to have his credentials saved, which, believe it or not, by the time I'm setting everything up, I've done this accidentally. I wasn't even thinking, because I do this all the time. I save my passwords in the browser because I don't want to remember everything, because I personally don't use every single password, the same password for every single website. So victims are most likely to save their password within the Chrome browser. So what you can do right now is, let me show you a quick little exploit. See, the login page is just a form. And what if we can create a form within the Note app, for instance, right here as an attacker? So form, let's just create a form. Let me copy this up and paste it below, and just close the form and just add input fields. So what I've done now is I've created a form. Let me just copy this. I've created a form which has username and password fields and a button which says submit, because these all are valid elements as well as a form. The website allowed this for some reason, but even if you find HTML injection, you should always strive for this. Let's click add a note, and as you can see, we have it here. But the difference between Brave and Chrome is that Chrome automatically completes this, while on the Brave you need to click. So this attack only focuses on Chrome browsers. Now, you might already see where this is all going, because right now if we click submit, it takes us to nowhere, because we didn't specify anything within the form. So what we can do right now is paste the form and go over here, and there's neat property, there's neat attribute within the form, which is called action. And here you can provide a URL. Now, this is a neat trick for you. You can create a new request bin, essentially. You can create a new request bin, copy this right here. It's free, obviously. And go over here and look for the live events. Paste this in and go for the method, which we can put get. The reason why get is because post is something that most websites won't allow with their CSP or content security policy, because they usually enforce get requests to be good to go, but post requests are usually bad and could be a result of XSS, CSRF, and so on. So we're going to be, not really CSRF actually, I'm sorry, that was a mistake of mine. So only XSS. So websites usually define CSP to prevent that from happening. So we're going to use get. Over here in the input, what we can put is we can put name, and we can say user, and then we can copy this as well. So copy that, put it here, and put pass or password. And let's click add note. Once we add this note, we can go back here, and if we click this submit button, what happens is it submits this, and as you can see, if we go back, we can see that the user and password were now leaked just because we clicked a button. If you believe me, now if you don't believe me, well, look at it yourself. User and password have been leaked of this victim account. So what we can do right now is we need to hide this input field somehow, because currently this is all looking a bit, bad. I mean, it's obvious that you're giving your password away, even if you're not familiar with anything. So what we need to do right now is we need to craft an exploit which will hide these fields. So I just had to recreate the exploit really quickly. So what you can do is there is a neat little CSS property called, and it's not even a CSS property, I'm sorry, it's an attribute for an input called hidden. If you enter this, let me just copy this quickly for you to show you. Hidden, no catches, no anything. Hidden on both of these input fields. Let me just copy the exploit once again so I don't lose it, and click this add note button. And as you can see, we now have only a click me button. And over here, we also have only click me button, which if we click, we can go back here into the request bin and immediately see that we have now got the username and the password of this user, because as you can see, it has been added as a form here as the get request. So username and password have been leaked. And this is how you can exploit HTML injection on websites, report that to the bug bounty, and earn money off of it if you found HTML injection. Now remember guys, to be always responsible, make sure to check out my course on which you can find this demo website and every other course which I'm going to make. It's amazing an opportunity, and this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to learn something from an experienced hacker. Now go ahead, continue hacking, be responsible and ethical, and as always, stay safe and peace.